Hey guys, Command Blondie here, with some more Tome, the Immortal Arena. Now I did promise you gameplay, but unfortunately I couldn't get it last time, or yesterday, just because the server was down for maintenance. Now, already finding a game, I'm going to try getting Khar, because he is probably the person I'm best with, and I know him the best. So while we're waiting for everyone to pick their champion or guardians, I'll go over his abilities. So first up, we got his Q, Burning Pain. Just a jump, and it deals damage on impact with target enemy, so it is targeted. His W is a stackable dot that lasts up to 4 seconds, with a cooldown of 2 seconds, so you only have a 2-second window where you could hit someone with another W to get the second stack. Excuse me, I couldn't think of that. Next, we've got his E, Heat Wave, which is a charge up stun, which is good when combined with his Q, because you can start charging up the stun, jump on someone and stun them and deal damage, and then you can pop your W. Finally, his ultimate is an AoE pull with a charge for 1.75 seconds and then AoE damage.
Will never be fully contained.
So, a combo, if I had to think of one, would be to pop his E and ulti. So you stun them in your ulti and start spamming the W, and when they get too far away, Q onto them to keep up with them. Now, as you can see, I unfortunately don't have any artifacts, but that's because I haven't played enough. So, next up I want to talk about the map and how it's a bit different from other MOBAs. So first, you start with no money, so you can't buy anything. Next, the game starts pretty much immediately, so I'm probably going to be rushed in talking about this. Yeah, like this.
Greetings, Harbinger, and welcome to the Coliseum.
So, next up, you start on a lock screen, so I like to unlock it with the Y button. So, next up, there's these bushes, like in any other MOBA. It doesn't look like there's anyone in here. So then, these towers, there's only one tower in each lane, as you can see. Then there's the base. And when you destroy these towers, your minions get a buff. So if you can do it right, you can also use your Q to escape, but it's kind of difficult.
Victory is certain.
So next up, there's the out of combat passive. When you're out of combat for 4 seconds, you get a passive ability that basically heals you for 4% of your health per second. So if you can stay out of combat for long enough, you can basically regenerate all of your HP, as you saw with this Seraphim. I got the stun, but I couldn't do anything with it. Now, as you can see, everything here costs 500. There are only 3 item paths: damage, attack speed, and health, unfortunately. So not much itemization you can do there. But there's also not many things that go off of it. Maybe 5 per. So it is definitely still in beta.
Choice is important.
But just doing some damage there. What's interesting is you can buy from anywhere on the map. So let's see, this is too much. No, it's just the silence. It's slow. Alright, so you can buy from anywhere on the map. So once you get 500 gold, you can, fortunately, pop that early. You can use the shop button and pretty much just buy the item whenever you want. But unfortunately, it does have a channel time, so there are drawbacks.
Ally has perished.
I can't get the jump. So there's a small charge up, and then you get the item. So it's about 4-second charge up.
Our bottom tower is under attack.
So One good thing about having a dot is the enemy will try to back off to regenerate, but the W keeps them in combat.
You've been avenged.
The battlefield is like mine.
Looks like he's gonna live, unfortunately. Also, as you can see, I'm not leveling up my abilities. You start with all three of your low level abilities right off the bat, and then you can, well, you can't really choose which abilities you get, unfortunately. So you just gotta stick with the three you get, and then you can do, you can use your ulti once you hit 6. Now, if I can look
Your
up
allies
here,
are attacking the top
this is
tower.
Immortal. Now, Immortal gives a minute-long buff to you and your minions for vampirism. Now, when you kill him, you actually get a permanent buff to your minions for health and attack speed. Or attack speed and movement speed, my bad. So those
An
two
ally has been sacrificed.
are permanent, but the buff to you and your allies, which is vampirism, which is pretty much just lifesteal, is only a minute. He also gives the normal money and experience. So I'm going to go ahead and buy an item. It's about a 4-second cast. From what I know, it's not interruptible, but I'm not completely sure. Stun on them all. So unfortunately it is 3 people in bot lane right now. Looks like we'll get this one.
An ally has been sacrificed.
There we go, at the very least.
Enjoy your dirt now.
Alright. Now I want to help him, but I gotta wait a second until I'm out of combat to get the healing. So as you can see, this is very fast-paced combat. I can barely talk during it.
The bottom tower.
So I'm not sure how long that thing will follow me around. But I don't really want to get hit by it. There's my ulti, and there's a kill.
Favor.
Might be able to get this one as well. Unfortunate. Let's see if I can jump on him. Not sure where he is
An
though.
ally has perished.
So looks like he got the regen.
Our top tower is under attack.
So next up, items. There's a secondary item for every one of these 3. There's his ultimate. Don't know why I used it. So I like to use the kinetic kickers, which increase your movement speed whenever you get hit. So it's nice for keeping up to people. Unfortunately I got CC'd. Looks like that's just a line that does damage when you run over it. Go ahead and see if I can get a... Nope, never mind. But it looks like my team's coming. So just have to pull that guy in. Pop my stun so we can at least get the Khar. There we go. I got him.
An enemy has fallen.
Dot. Yes! Got it. This is probably the only time I'll back, is when I'm really low.
The top tower is
Because you
under siege.
regenerate, as you can see, a shit ton more in base. No, that looks like they can push that out. And we can go for Immortal. As you can see, there's no actual animation for pinging. If you ping on someone. Let's see if I can get a good stun here. Ooh, that's his ultimate. Let's see what I can do for blocking. I don't know if I can block any of their abilities, but looks like they're finally gonna get one of our towers.
Your top tower thingy fell down.
And as you can see, you do lose.
Enemy minions have grown in strength.
Or you don't lose anything, but their minions get a buff for destroying your tower.
This world must burn.
Now we don't have much damage on any of their towers, unfortunately. There's one of Morthal's attacks, which does good damage. Looks like they have objectives at the very least. So as you can see, the W does do good for. Oh, what are you guys doing?
They will not.
It does good
Ally
for
has perished.
making sure that they can't regenerate too much.
Our bottom tower is under attack.
So there's my ultimate over his. There we go. They got their car.
The battlefield is like my home.
Let's see what I can do here. Got that stun.
Shut
Hopefully I won't
down.
die. Ooh. So I know that doesn't do damage, so I'm not too worried about it. Ah, it interrupts.
I do
I
not.
forgot that. So it doesn't look like anyone's gotten Mortal yet. So after that, I want to get another Dragon Scale.
An ally has been sacrificed.
Fortunately, Seraphim died. I almost have enough to get the Frost Scale that I want. Close shot.
Moving forward.
Ooh, looks like Silence stops my stun from going off. That's interesting.
Our bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, looks like they're going in too hard.
So much for that, teammate. Your bottom tower thingy fell down. Enemy minions have
Multiple
grown in
monitors is
strength.
hard. Well, unfortunately, it looks like this is gonna be a, well, not a landslide, but this isn't gonna go well. Ooh, yeah. I tried to ulti there, but didn't work out too well. So Frost Scale,
For
it
just
unleashes
as
a
mere life is
AoE
not
slow
victory, mere death is not.
whenever you use an ability. So that's pretty sweet. But it does not look like this is going too well for us. Ooh, got good CC.
Honor.
You continue to YOLO, my friend. Unfortunately, it seems like I'm falling for the same things that they are.
The altar
So,
is under attack.
as you can see, the base actually does attack for itself. Let's see if I can actually finally get an ultimate off. There we go. I want to defend this base as best as
The
can.
enemy has lost another. Shut down.
So really all I'm going to be doing is slowing this guy with my W. Because I can't really kill him as it stands. And by slowing, I mean slowing with the Frost Scale. So, as you can see, the time it takes to respawn is not too high. But it looks like this guy is going too hard with paint. And he's going to die for it.
The enemy has lost another.
So with that guy down, I'm actually going to go for damage now. But looks like I won't be able to just because we're fighting right now. There's that.
An enemy has fallen.
Ooh, he's so low. Wow. Surprised he's alive.
Shut down.
Just do as much as I can to him. Ah, she interrupted my ultimate.
Guardian has been executed.
Let's see if she can get her. Come on. Ah, too fast. So I'm going for damage now. Going to go for... Not completely sure, probably Giant Crusher. Non-combat, but
Retreat.
looks like we can at least push for their bottom tower. Isolated. It's probably gonna be the eye, but we'll see.
Raining in power from
Don't want them getting more Thol. Unfortunately they did get it. But we can see if we can make something of it. By killing one of them. There it is.
I prayed for this.
Don't want any of us to die though. So this might be going a bit too far. And when I say that, I actually push it too far myself.
Under attack.
So I'm kind of afraid of him jumping on me, but looks like he couldn't.
Burned down to the ground.
Let's go here.
Favored.
Go for me Eye of Druids. This will help me with my clear of minions. There's a little fireball. Oh, wanna fight?
They stand no chance.
So I can probably kill her. Yeah, got her at least, but
An enemy
yeah,
is
probably
fallen.
not worth it for dying.
Shut down.
So you can sell these, but I'm not sure why you would want to, unless you want to buy something else late game. So next up I want some more tankiness. So minion damage, probably not too good. We already have the kinetic kickers. So probably crushing will. That's better late game.
This world must burn.
The altar is under attack.
Now probably one of the more unfortunate things is your altar does not regenerate. He's dead.
Presence will be known.
So you have to be
enemy
really
has
careful about your base health. Seems like this is not as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, 35 damage is kind of shitty.
You are not.
Yeah, I thought it would be better than it is. Oh well, I will sell it later since selling it now doesn't make too much sense to me. Looks like bot lane's gonna need some help.
The altar is
Or that may be
besieged.
the end. I don't know. Need to push her off of it though. You can definitely kill at least one of them.
Favored.
Probably not now.
Enemy double kill.
Ah, got her. That dot's too strong. You can't fight 1v2
The
though.
enemy has lost another.
So going for health. This is almost certainly a loss.
The
but
altar is under attack.
GG. It's probably the closest game I've ever had. Whew. Well, that's Tome. Unfortunately not the best game, but it was a fun game nonetheless.
Defeat.
Here's the end screen. Then here you can see the inventory, the relics and blessings. So as you can see, this is kind of unfair, to say the least. So this is the relic, the blue slot, which is based on your character. So this one gives allies shielded with whatever ability that is 20% more movement speed. This makes him take less damage from people afflicted by his W. And then we've got just random other ones. More damage to structures, more damage for every nearby unit, etc, etc. And then here are just some random stats from the game. But yeah, that was Tome, the Immortal Arena. It's been Commander Blondie. Peace out.